Hello. Boy, I just watched that AGK thing with Man Alone. Um, and talk about plagiarism. Geez, you know he watched my video. He knows that about the ancient, the Atlantean stuff I've been talking about with Thoth and all, and why Forrest has a Thoth, and the discussion about religion, and then a woman calls in, and it's all she knows is the freaking Bible. She doesn't know anything about any other religion, you know, and he agreed. Oh yeah, I could have some Muslim. No, there's no Quran in it. I guarantee you that the religion or spirituality that Forrest has in it's the basis of all religions. All religions stem from the religions of Atlantis. It all started here and it spread out around the world. There was a great flood. The earth was covered with water, according to all these biblical people. The world was covered with raw water. Noah's Ark. How do they know they landed on the same continent? You know, I just watched a video. They just found this tomb down in Panama. And ATV going by in the dark. and they found this tomb in Panama with all this. It had a book, and the pages were 6 inches by 8 inches. Was it 38 gauge gold? Each page was 38 gauge gold, and they're 6 inches by 8 inches. And what was it? It was like 10 inches thick. The pages weighed 147 pounds. This gold book. And you know what was in this book that they found in Panama? Egyptian and Hebrew writings. And Forrest Fenn says, oh, Moses is an important person. You know, these Bible thumpers, they think Moses is, Moses only exists in the Bible, you know? Well, the Bible plagiarized every religion that came before it, you know? Man alone, he's talking about the Hopi. Oh, the age of Hopi. Dude, it goes back a lot further than the Hopi. It goes back to when the Egyptians were here, before they went and built Egypt. I've been saying that for months, years. I found Thoth 2.5, 3 years ago. I found Thoth. You know, he's riding a giant ibis. That's why I make the little memes with Forrest Fenn riding on an ibis. Forrest Fenn gets it. Forrest Fenn has a Thoth. Why has he got a Thoth? Because he found one in nature out here. It was so amazing how interested Toby was in what Man Alone had to say. You know, he was so interested. Hey, Jay, he's so interested in what he had to say about, Bill Gorman's been saying it for a long time, and nobody listens. Now somebody plagiarizing because Thoth, I got the Emerald Tablets on my computer in a Word document. I've had it for, let's see, file properties. When did I create the file? You know? And Man Alone, and he's reading about Hopi stuff and all that. But he pretends he doesn't watch he had to watch something of mine to get onto that somewhere. But he can't, see, nobody can believe that it's somebody found Atlantis. These are remnants of Atlantis. Atlantis wasn't just an island. in the Caribbean. It was an entire continent with mountain ranges and great plains to support all the elephants. Jesus. People just, oh, I can't believe he's gone nuts. No, it's true fact. Plato said that there were lots of elephants and plenty of grasses to feed them. Feed all the elephants. Yeah. Yeah, Toby blocks everybody. I'm surprised, you know, they got to be paying for subscribers or something. I don't know. You see, the general public is mostly, you know, 60% of them are total freaking idiots. Smart people, real smart people are few and far between. Hey, Jason, and Jason, Sasha was on to the other half of what Man Alone was talking about. She was on to the Egyptian stuff, right? This Egyptian stuff goes right together with that Hopi stuff and all that stuff and the as above. Forrest Fenn's a little comedian now, so it's as above, so below. The first stanza is as, starts with as, and the last two stanzas start with so. So it's as above, so below. And if you tie it into this spirituality degree stuff and all that, I've already done. If there's a physical treasure out there in the forest, good luck. But I believe it was like the one show I just watched on Atlantis. I posted a thing. I posted a little short video, 10-second video, where they say, when Atlantis is discovered, it will be the most important discovery of all time. That's worth putting $1 million box out there. Tessa, 369. There's 9 levels above and 9 levels below. As above or so below. There's 9 above and 9 below. 9 are the planets. 9 are the levels to achieve, to escape the Earth's atmosphere. Never travel in straight lines. Always travel in curves. When you're a spirit, you got to travel in curves or they'll see you. Just like a spaceship going in a straight line, they see you and they'll come get you. But if you're traveling in some type of curve and got something that's giving you that curve, they think you're just a free floating asteroid or whatever, But if your spaceship's going in a straight line, oh, that's a spaceship. It's going in a straight line. Only spaceships go in straight lines, and spirits that don't know what they're talking about. And one of my great grandfathers, he wrote a book about the Bible, debunking the Bible because of all its hypocrisy, all the things that are so hypocritical in the Bible and stuff, and beating people. He called himself a deist. He believed in a higher being, that there's a supreme being or there's a something greater than our spirits out there that we might not have, but we're all connected to it. Wave. Hey, Steven. Did he say spaceship? Yeah. Yeah, spaceships. But no, Thoth was astro projecting. But there are spaceships too. There's aliens out there, and bad spirits and good spirits. And he taught to stay away from the dark. Like there are some people that take Thoth and turn it into a dark satanic thing and stuff. And like I have the Thoth tarot cards. And the first time I tried to, on the, online, live online, I was going to read someone. Oh, okay, I'll read. Nope. And I turned over the card and I didn't want to read it because it was so bad. But yeah, I've got my Thoth tarot cards and all. And Forrest said, success is an omnipotent guru. An omnipotent guru is an omnipotent spiritual guru, and has nothing to do with Christianity. Nothing at all. Moses was an Egyptian. He wasn't a Christian. He wasn't a Muslim. There were no Muslims until 400 years after Christ. And Christ, he stole his story from Horus. The Forrest Fenn talks about Horus, or that's Osiris and his penis. And Horus is the same story as this eagle in India who got his wing wounded, and this is maybe the same as the born on wings. Icarus, yeah, is all knowing and hidden, agreed in silver. Howdy, Silver. Hey, Silver. Hey, Silver. Hey, Jason. Who's going to bed? Andre, the giant. Okay. Oh, and why does it have to do with all this mystical stuff? Well, that's why I found Anubis, Thoth, Isis, Enki, and 50,000 other figures carved in the rocks. That's why, and even, what's his name? Now, why is that there? Okay. The Emerald Tablets he talks about light, and Forrest Fenn says, bring a flashlight. He's talking about the light that's inside you. That's spiritual, that light, the omnipotent guru carries a light with him. It's from inside and everything. I gave up. When I go out searching, I don't expect to find it. I haven't found it yet, and I don't expect to find it on this search. It sure would be nice to see it while I'm out there. I look in places. Maybe I'll find somebody else's hidden treasure, But I believe, like the front of the book, Sasha did a whole thing about the covers of the books, the front and the back. Don't, except part of the cover of the book is the jacket. And okay. Forrest Fenn, the author, has spent most of his 80 years in similar pursuits of passion, and now wants others to share in the thrill of the chase. That's why he concealed the cache, but he didn't say he concealed it in the forest. He concealed it, and anyway, that's why he concealed cache. All that will be needed are the clues, some resolve, a little imagination, and maybe a six-pack to help celebrate the thrill of a breathtaking discovery. finding Atlantis is a breathtaking discovery. Believe it or not, it's more breathtaking than finding his treasure. And man alone, you got to fess up. I came up with this stuff first. I've got videos on it talking about both and showing the art that I found. It's carved on the rocks, and this is all older than Egypt. Well, it doesn't look Egyptian to me. Egypt's 7,000 years old. The pyramids are 7,000, they say. Okay, this stuff is twice that old. It's had a lot more time for stuff to happen to it, like the Great Flood and the Younger Dryas, where you got hit by a comet and it melted the ice caps and tilted the earth and threw everything, put people in darkness for years. You know, took the earth a long time to recover from that. And everybody on North America was obliterated, fried. It was like a nuclear bomb that hit the whole country, basically. And the only people that lived were underground, which the Hopi would call the ant people. And man alone, you're a fraud if you go on without giving me some credit for finding Thoth and tying Forrest Fenn's Thoth to the ancient alchemy of Atlantis and the Atlantean spiritual beliefs. It says that double blazes, man alone. Yeah. The Egyptians were the Atlanteans. Thoth says that after Atlantis was destroyed, he went and built Egypt. So, and I know a lot of people, I see, there's another channel, they sell storage lockers, and the girl, she's real cute and whatever. Guys, I don't know if he'll ever ask her to marry him or not, you know. Somebody ought to. but she's Egyptian, you know, and she made a crack about it. Yeah, Egyptians in these Egyptian pharaohs. No. The Egyptian pharaohs are in the blood of the Irish. The Irish have King Tut's. The Irish and Scotch have King Tut's bloodline. They had to escape Egypt and ran up there and started. King Ramses had red hair, and that's where all the red-haired people up there. If you got the red hair blood gene, you've got the blood of the gods. My mother's a redhead, so I've got that. My first wife was a redhead too. Yeah, I did the National Geographic DNA test, and it came back I'm descended from Ramses and King Tut. Or I'm related to them. That I have their genome. I also got Jesse James on my mother's side, which my mother's side came from Austria and England in 1880s. My dad's side, they came here on the Mayflower and with Captain Smith, and some of them were already here. And a friend of mine pointed out his picture of my great-great-grandfather. Well, he's a Native American. Oh, yeah, I guess so. He does look Native. Because he looks kind of like Pequot or whatever. You go back far enough, but no, we're not all related. You have to go back a whole long way. I mean, well, you want to go back to when we were... But yeah, also that golden book that was recently found in Panama, It had Hebrew in it. The sea they parted was the Atlantic, and they were able to walk over to Europe. Native Colorado. Colorado's not native. There were probably 5 or 6 tribes occupied Colorado. And Hopi, that's a good start, man alone, but you got to go a lot further back. and the other thing, there is no lead searcher. Anybody says, oh, blah, blah, blah. Forrest said it would be somebody that would go straight to it with confidence. In the country? Yeah, I'm in Ute country. I'm in Old Taos County, but New Mexico's still 35, 40 miles away. Silver thread, yes, 15,000 years. Yeah, this stuff has to be at least 13,000 years, 12,900. That 100 years don't make a lot of difference, but because that's when all the megafauna, all the saber-toothed tigers, the big giant buffaloes we had, and the camels, and the short-legged horse, and all those things, and the mammoths and woolly the Columbian mammoths and woolly mammoths and they all went extinct then, because it was like that meteorite over Russia, except probably 1,000 times bigger, and that would level everything. Clovis points. Yeah, this is because they say Clovis is since, about up to about 11,000 years ago or so. But this stuff's older. Yeah, and I know it's older because they were carving mammoths and elephants. And that's why Forrest Fenn brings up the elephants. What do you got for news here? And according to Thoth, whose ancient beliefs were Forrest Fenn is hinting at, the atheists, agnostics aren't capable. The non-believers aren't capable of even seeing this stuff, because they don't have the light inside them. They're not. They're following the dark side. They're friends of Lord Vader. Well, why didn't you pick it up? Yeah, and the thing about the religions is all of the religions stem from this one that came from here. This changes history. This puts the birthplace of civilization in North America. And speaking of that, I have a singles group for RVers. And it said location. I said North America. If you're an RV anywhere in North America, single, you can join the group. But Facebook, we do not recognize North America. Yeah, we knew that. We knew that Zuckerberg didn't recognize North America, because Zuckerberg's a POS. It goes back for the Hopi. The Bible plagiarized these religions. The Bible thumpers, don't go commenting about what religions that you know nothing about, or old spiritual beliefs that you never seen a documentary on or know nothing about whatsoever. And when it comes to Thoth, if you read if somebody teaches you these things, they're teaching their belief in how they believe it works. You have to read it yourself and interpret it your own way, because Thoth says, avoid the darkness, stay with the light, because, some of us are of the light. Think not that man is earthborn, though come through the earth, he may be. Though come from the earth, he may be. Man is light-born spirit, but without knowing, he can never be free. Darkness surrounds the light-born. Darkness fetters the soul. And so, most people are consumed by the darkness. I show you, I turn out my front window, you see the light. That's a car coming from the road that goes back up that canyon. Just what I said. Just what I'm talking about, sticking with the light, and he's leaving the darkness. And like a long time ago, I was driving to work, and there was this song, something, shine a light on me, and right when it said that, dude, the sun came out from behind a cloud. It's like, wow. It's like a big spiritual. I got a million moths up on my light up there because the door is open because Jack wanted to go bark at the coyotes. Yeah, shame on you, man alone, plagiarizing my solution, pretending it. And you know what? They got that treasure tracer. I don't know if any of them people are watching it, but they opened up a board for me, and I posted about three things, but not a soul interacted, replied to it. I thought, what a waste of time coming here. And I was commenting on their stuff. They couldn't come over and look at my stuff. Yeah, ignore Bill Gorman attitude over there. Double blazes, treasure tracers. Felt real welcome. Yeah, the lead searcher is going to be confident, and a lot of, especially Toby, if you're confident, he'll shut you down. I know at least 24 people who told me that Toby's blocked them. And then the men are so smart; they're on the same bandwagon, blocking everybody, and they blocked me. Their first live stream, I wasn't allowed to put one chat in. It was blocked, So if you got me blocked, you know what I'm gonna say? Double blazes. Yeah. That's telling you, saying, fuck you, Bill Gorman. And I just say it right on back to him. What's wrong with that? I'll shuffle this a little bit, and I'll pull myself one. Terrible. Yeah, well, what do you expect? You expect to block somebody and then be happy about it? Especially if you're the lead searcher. And Sasha don't want to hear from anybody saying that they're the lead searcher. Even if you got pictures of Anubis and Thoth, and you can even have a picture of Jesus Christ, and she don't give a The other the thing is, the treasure hunt, 95% of the treasure hunters are cutthroats. They'll wait for you to find it and follow you home and come by and cut your throat and take it. That's why it's not out there where somebody can just go mess with somebody. Forrest wants somebody to find this ancient archaeology. Later, Whoopi. What did I pull? I pulled the swiftness card. And look at there. Is that the asterisk? Did I pull the swiftness card or did I pull the asterisk card? Aloha. Oh, you're going to Hawaii. Cool. Are you in Hawaii? I thought you said you were in Hopi land. So that's an interesting one to pull. The asterisk. Swiftness. See, that's why I was saying I'll read my own cards, but to read it, or let somebody else use my cards, you can go, shuffle them real good because I have them shuffled for me. Okay, have a good one, Whoopi. Yeah, I went through my list of notes. They were all pretty much the same subject. Except that one here I see I didn't cover. The girl called in was asking about or no, I think Manalone brought it up. Where does it tell you to look for the blaze? It's if you've been wise and found the blaze. He says, where does it tell you to look for the blaze? And I think it's a stanza before. It's just before. From there, it's no place for the meek. Just heavy loads and water high. That's where he tells you to look for the blaze. There. Yeah. There'll be no paddle up your creek, just heavy loads and water high. If you've been wise and found the blaze, what do you mean found the blaze? You never told me to look for it. Yeah, you just did right there. There'll be no paddle up your creek, just heavy loads and water high. The water high is a blaze. Why is it a blaze? Because it's bright. Its name means bright. And it's a title. It's a noble title. It means bright. And what does bright equal? Bright equals wise. If you've been wise and found the blaze. Yeah. And yes, I got my gold chain on. I've had this 20 years or so. It's 14K. But I've been waiting for a trinket. A friend said they sent me, and we got a real crappy post office that I've made 6 trips down there to the in the last week, and I'm not even getting my freaking flyers for the local market anymore. Now it seems like every time I open up the mailbox, nothing there. Light wishing shall shine. Yeah. So I'm hoping it's just a slow post office. But anytime you send something that's worth more than $10, get a tracking number, and never use media mail. Media mail, it's guaranteed by 2021 or 2030. You might get it. You know, um, they'll take a package. They'll take a package from Albuquerque and send it to Dallas, and then Kansas City, and then Denver, and then down here. You know, and they take, and each place it sits there for a week. I don't know. The post office should, they do a lot better if they had no package will take more than 14, 10 business days. Shouldn't take more than 2 weeks. At this point it's going to be 2 weeks because it ain't going to be there tomorrow, and Monday's a holiday. I even had a call from the lab at the hospital. You have an appointment for Monday, and that's a holiday, so we're not going to be here. So can you come in Tuesday? That's how messed up they are. They don't even know they schedule you to come in on a holiday. But I think the lab people are there every day. They got somebody there every day, but that's for emergencies. And I can feel that I think they're going to take another 500 milliliters this month. The last 2 months they did, and the last time was a higher number than the time before. So, and I get a new doctor coming up in a couple weeks. Happy Labor Day. Is it Labor Day? I wouldn't know. It's a holiday every day. Right. Oh, when the bugs burn, they smell like like hair, burning hair. They're full of protein. It's protein that smells like that. So yeah, and man, that'd take a lot of flies to get that protein. You gotta, like what is it? Like almost a quarter pound of protein you need every day. And there's a million flies on my light up on the ceiling, but that keeps them up there and not down here. And I just take my bug sweeper and kill them all. Jack's in. I'm going to close the door. I should close the door and kill them all. But yeah, Manalone plagiarizing my solution. I didn't just order this and receive it since he did his video with AGK. I've had this for a while, and it's an important part of the solution, like I've been saying. And this is Jiminy Cricket stuff. If you wish upon a star, your dreams will come true. All your dreams and wishes come true. And it seemed that they'll all come true at about the same time. Because when I get the treasure, my dream car will be in production finally. I seen one when I worked at General Motors in 1978 and 77, 78. I was building 78 trucks, and I was putting the transmission mount bolts in them. And but anyhow, what was my dream then? They had a mid-engine Corvette that they were showing us, and that was the thing of the future, the Aerovet. they called it. And I thought, oh man, I'd love to have a mid-engine Corvette. And then just a month or two ago, I think in May, GM announced that the 2020 Corvette's going to have a mid-engine. It's like, oh gosh, you know. Can I get one with Tesla drivetrain? and people go, oh, those Teslas, they make more carbon than a diesel, truck or whatever. I was like, but no, my Tesla would be solar. I'd have solar panels at home. I'd have solar panels. There'd be solar that rolls out of the trunk, and so you could charge it anywhere. You don't have to worry about it. And why isn't the Tesla so that the spoiler on the back pops up and turns into a wind turbine? Come on, Elon, I need 10 million for that idea. Yeah, they could do different layers of there's solar. I heard there's some solar paint coming out. But there's no reason they couldn't have like racing stripe solar panels. The adhesive stuck on. Tesla. I'd want a Tesla electric in it. Because when there's a big war and they shut down all the gas stations, you're out of luck. Unless you're growing some corn or something that you can turn into fuel alcohol. I think Jason might know where some corn is. Yeah, the wheels on the Tesla charge when you're braking. Braking is charging the batteries back up. But you still, if you park it, you want to have, why not? Why isn't the whole roof a solar panel? And the hood and the trunk lid, the things that look upward, why aren't they solar panels? And then you might not even need a charging station. Hey, Jenna. Yeah, the man alone he totally plagiarizing my Emerald, my Thoth and Alchemy and all that, ties to Atlantis way before the Hopis and all. And he thinks he discovers, oh, look what I found. No, dude. I was the first come up with that. It's the spiritual stuff. 333. I want to find a quote on the tablets here. Put some of this stuff out of the way. Stuff all over. An RV, you don't have a garage, a kitchen, a living room, and a den, an office, a laundry room, and it's all one room, pretty much. There's the bed back there and the bathroom. I mean, you got to have the door open to move your elbow away from your side. But paper on top of my computer, can't get to the buttons. And I was going to look up the what was he was talking about the light and 9 Lord of the Nine, the voice of the Lord of the Nine, free thou my soul from thy body and come forth with me to the light. To the light. Bring your flashlight. Come forth with me to the light. So, yeah, I don't know if you're supposed to tell Forrest some secret code that you pull out of your ass, or I mean, out of the tablets. Or I did tell him one thing. The one when I told him 3 may keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. And yeah, I got the finger in the chest. Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me? No, Forrest, I think there's a third party. There sure is. That was it. He's done talking with me there. You know, that's about all I get to talk to Forrest. I get a very cold shoulder from him, as if that's part of it's worth the cold because I'm going to ignore you. Which a lot of the other bloggers do, you know. Toby, I never even had a chance with AGK. Oh, you know, I didn't say suck me, old Toby, you know. I said the gypsies lack imagination. Oh my God, you'd swear I said all 7 of George Carlin's forbidden words. Protect the room from Bill Gorman. He personally insulted my imagination. I don't know how someone without a brain can have an imagination. Who's driving by at this time of day? It's almost 10. Somebody going back into the woods. Oh no, he took a right on the road in front of me. Yeah, they must be going back there to sleep. There's a road. I'm right at a fork in a road. He's got a sedan. I'm gonna see him. He's gonna get to a part. His taillights are he's gonna make a turn. And he's gonna stop there and then put in reverse and come back out. Because it goes over this little, and it goes, shoo, and you go down below this little damn thing and not across that one. I've gone down it with my car, but he's got a bigger car than me. Little car can do a little off roading. I got about that much clearance under my car, so it's pretty good. Sean went for a ride with me. Saw how I ride on there's big old ruts in the road, and if I had my tires in the ruts, I'd be highlined and bottomed out. but I ride with my tires up on the high bumps and straddle the low spots, and I go in some places where people won't take their 4x4s. I think that guy's still back there that went back there with the big giant. I mean, it's like like one of them Russian Tundra vehicles, you know, and it has yep, there he is turning around. He's coming back now. I should turn on my headlights on the RV because he's going to come at me with his headlights coming in here. We'll let you see how bright that is. Because, well, that's my computer lighting up. When you see other lights coming, it's that car coming. They're headlights. Lord of the Nine. Let's find another 9. I came to my body, stood again with the 9. Listened to the voice of the cycles. There's 9 cycles. And vibrate with powers they spoke. Know ye, O Thoth, that life is but the word of the fire. The life forth ye seek before thee is but the word in the word as a fire. Wow, the word in word as a fire. Okay, so yeah, everything comes, fire makes light. Well, he turned off his lights out there. So am I going to close my curtains? I think I'm going to close my front curtains because there's somebody camped out front here, and I sit here with my lights on and windows, no curtains, so I can see all the way around. And I got some fucker out there, excuse me, camped out. Yeah, let's park where we could look right inside this guy's rig. You know? It's probably another treasure hunt and thinking they're stalking me. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, make sure no freaking moths went in my tea. Dang. Open your door and act all crazy. I'm going to go out there and start blasting music. How's that? I only had the cops come out here one time to visit me. That's because people going down the highway were reporting a UFO out here. Yeah, that creepy sucker come up right, right straight out my front window. Okay. Lord of the Nine, through order ye shall find the way. Through order ye shall find the way. Yeah. Okay, now. There are 9 of the cycles. 9 above and 14 below, moving in harmony to the place of joining that shall exist in the future of time. Know ye that the lords of the cycles are units of consciousness set from the others to unify. This with the all, highest are they, the consciousness of all the cycles working in harmony with the law. Know that they, see what they're saying is your spirit is, you're one level of consciousness. There are 9 more levels of consciousness higher than what you know. Well, there's probably 14 of them. It's only 9 for me. But I think Man Alone did very well against yeah. I don't know. Was he on their show too? Yeah, he was. He's doing okay, but he plagiarized me. He didn't give me any credit for sending him in that direction when I've made videos on the same subject as I'm doing tonight. If Bill Gorman says it, he's an idiot. If Man Alone says it, just jump on the wagon. In 1 minute, I gotta go close my curtain. I like creepy fox. There, Jack. What do you think of that? Let's close this other one too. I'm coming. I'll pull both my curtains shut. Maybe they think that they're going to piggyback on my Wi-Fi or on my hotspot. I don't know. All pain, no gain. There. Yeah. Don't do that. Double blazes can't play pleasure. Yeah. It don't do what? Yeah, I closed my curtains. The front ones. Because they're out there in that direction. They can't see in here now. See how out of breath I am? And I just closed my curtains. Imagine when I go treasure hunting. You know? This it's getting harder and harder for me to go out and search. Yeah, they can't like the Buffalo Cowboys card. To me, that's the brave and in the wood. If you're brave and in the wood, I give you title to the gold. The guy that went and lassoed that buffalo, he was brave. And it was worth the cold, because after they crashed in the creek, got soaking wet, and it was probably 45 degrees outside, and they had no shoes, and he had to walk home barefoot. So it was, and he didn't realize until much later how much fun that was. So it was worth the cold. He was brave to lasso that buffalo, ride in that car with Skippy and their buddy, and it was worth the cold, the long walk home. And it was in the wood, because I found the Buffalo Cowboy car in a meadow shaped like a D, with a grove of trees in the middle of the circle, in the middle of the D. It was a small D, with the, round thing with a, and so there was a grove of trees, and the meadow went around the trees and up the hill a little bit. But there were two O's and a W there adjacent to it, So it was in the wood. And as far as I know, nobody else can go claim that, because I've removed it from the wood. It's not there anymore. You can no longer, I'm the last one that was brave and in the wood. I took it with me. Well, if this is it, I better not leave it for the next treasure hunter to say that they found it, and because everybody says Bill Gorman's full of shit anyhow. So the next one coming along, gonna, try and say that they found it, They didn't. Why would you bother a buffalo? Who's bothering a buffalo? Forrest Fenn roped a buffalo. I take pictures of buffaloes. That's about all I do with buffaloes. I'm not going to bother. Forrest Fenn was the one who roped the buffalo, not me. The Braven in the wood is the car. And it had a 50 caliber hole in the nose of it. Like he said, I took a 50 cal to the nose when he got shot down. So that's a subtle hint. The subtle hint's a 50 caliber hole there. And Forrest says that he'll never say anything about that car that I found. It's like I can't confirm it and I can't deny it. The old military thing, can't confirm it, I can't deny it. But he's got a set of rules he made for the game, and what you got to find this. It's a scavenger hunt. He even used a scavenger hunt, and said, yeah, it's kind of a scavenger hunt. And so that's one of the pieces. There's all the stories on the canyon wall, even the Ben Stahl paint palette drawn. It is a clue to something that's up on the canyon wall in nature. The teacher waking him up at his desk. There's no sketch of it in the book, but I know what that scene looks like. Teacher standing there with her book, over top of it, and he's on the desk, zonked out. He's dreaming of Captain Kidd. And she woke him up, jarred him out of his sleep. I'm not crazy. Maybe a little wild. I'm not stupid. You want to find real stupid people, go to the county jail. The guy that was brought the axe and was breaking into Forrest Fenn's guest house. There's some stupid people. Stupid people do stupid things. I haven't done anything stupid, except according to some people. And man alone, you're plagiarizing me. You may as well just back off. Yeah, I mean, anytime I message the guy, he doesn't reply to me. The treasure tracer thing, I posted some things. I posted those and stuff, and now all of a sudden, man alone is, there might be some answers in there. I'm going to pretend I discovered this and act real professional. Well, Bill Gorman's being a fool over there. Man, I might qualify, but even another person posted on one of the Facebook, man, posted the initials research. God, it's not. Forrest Fenn even said it's no biblical. It's nothing. It's before the Bible. Don't Bible verses don't do anything for me in the hunt. If you want some verses, go to the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. Those verses mean stuff. The stuff in the Bible doesn't really mean a lot. There was a show about how what is it, Ramses? King Tut's father was Moses. That's who Moses is. He's King Tut's father. But back here in this time, Moses was Thoth. Thoth was the one who raised his arms in his gold and purple robe. And that's the model for Forrest Fenn's Moses, because at the time when he did wrote the story and what, they hadn't made the link with the Emerald Tablets talking about Thoth. I in my robe of gold and purple raise my arms at the meeting place of the lords of the horizons of the east and the horizons of the west. That's the continental divide. And open the way to the plains. He's parting the Rocky Mountains, showing the way over the passage over the mountains to get from the west coast to the east. How do we cross these mountains? It's the Lewis and Clark. It's a substitute for Lewis and Clark. It's very complex. That's why people don't understand it. And like people that throw out the biblical quotes when I'm talking about those, they don't have any you gotta read the Emerald Tablets or listen to it. It's a 2.5 hour audio on YouTube. You can listen to it. There are some versions with music. Some versions are better than others. I like the one with a little music in it and the sounding ancient. But yeah, people just don't get it. They don't get, because they don't have that special. It is kind of special. So, it doesn't take specialized knowledge. They start teaching you specialized knowledge in kindergarten. It's okay, Jack. He's dreaming, whining. So that's an hour. That's good enough for now. That's not his idea. He's got nothing new. That's what I've been talking about. And actually, I think the chase was over 2 years ago. I've I'm looking over the same. I'm finding some new, a lot of new stuff, but not a lot of new Fenn stuff. Because all of that, some of the Fenn stuff, I'm still finding up there. But I've found way more blazes than I think he ever required. The only thing is the title does not come until Forrest Fenn has passed away. The title comes in his will. Moses is an important figure. The guy who played Moses said, "From my cold, dead hands." You got to wait till he's dead. You can't ask anybody. Everybody says, "Oh, produce it by the end of the year." Then they're asking for Forrest to come to an early demise. I'm not asking that. And they said, "Well, are you threatening me?" Yeah, three know a secret. Three know the secret. One of them died in 1991. Two of them are still alive. That's Forrest and me. The only reason he said, "Are you threatening me?" is because I know his secret.